Hello, my friends. Time for another fantastic Revit tip. But actually, this is not a Revit tip. I found a glitch in Revit and I tested it out in version 2023, 2022, 2021. I was just going back and sure enough, the glitch has been there for a while and I had never noticed it. Probably because I do things normal like everybody else, but one of my clients did something backwards and saw it and came up with a problem, and I was like, wow, that's unusual. And so I figured out a solution to help them through the problem, because it's a major problem, because it's a glitch in Revit. All right, the order that you draw things actually matters. I didn't think it did. I thought you could draw something and then you could click on it and say, you are existing or you are new. But not so. It turns out there's a glitch in Revit. And the order that you draw things actually matters. And there's a way to fix it if you ever get yourself in that pickle. So I'm going to show you what I saw and how I fixed it in case it ever comes up. Probably never will. Okay? Probably never will see this glitch tip normally unless you duplicate it, because it's duplicatable, if that's a word. You know, like scientific method. If you can actually duplicate something, then it's a real thing. But if you can't duplicate the error, then it might be you. Just saying. Just saying. The error might be right there in the mirror. Okay, let me share my screen with my friends. All right, here we go. We're in Revit now. All right, and what I'm going to do is show you guys. I'm going to go to the floor plan. Now here's normal. Normal people, if you are doing a renovation project, you draw the existing in its entirety. Okay, you just draw the exterior of the building and all the interior walls, and then you start demoing them. You make decisions about demoing them, and then you draw the new, what is going to replace the old that's been demoed. That seems like a normal progress. But because it did come up, I'm going to show you what someone did. Here's what happened. Here I am in a floor plan. And I'm going to go to, if you're doing a renovation project, you should make a view called existing. And that's where you draw your existing work. Does that make sense? Okay. Could you draw your building right here and then tell it it's existing? Yes. But why not just save yourself a step and create a view called existing? Okay? Just duplicate your main floor plan. Change the name to existing, but then don't forget to go down to the properties and change the phase to existing. And I've got my phase filter set to show previous and new. You guys could put it on show new and it would show the same stuff. Okay? That's how the phase filter works. All right. So let me show you the glitch. All right. Here I am in my existing plan. And I'm going to type WA on the keyboard and I'm going to put in a couple walls. I'm going to switch up to, let's just go generic 12 inches. I'm going to do the exterior of my building. Let's just say I have a building. La la la. Doo-doo. Beautiful, beautiful building here, Mike. Wow. Look at that. That's the beautiful building. And there it is. What a gorgeous building. That is so fantastic. Now, my client, now what you do typically, I'm just saying, you would go ahead and you would have gone to the site and you measure the building and you get your perimeter outline and you put it in Revit. Bam. But then you send someone else out to the site and you say, listen, I'm going to get working on the plan, the new work, before I know where all the interior walls are, because I need you to go measure all the interior walls, you know, and take a tape measure with you and measure where all the interior walls are and doors and, you know, all the openings in there. And then we're going to put them in Revit and then we're going to have a finished plan. We'll have a plan. But I'm not going to wait for you. This is where my client kind of detoured. Instead of waiting for all of the interior walls to be placed in before moving further, they said, hey, go to the site, measure everything, and later tomorrow, go into the existing plan and add the walls, the existing walls. But since you're busy, I want to stay busy today. I don't want to waste time. I'm going to go ahead and go to the new work plan with just a perimeter, and I'm going to start putting in the new walls because we know we're going to demo everything interior. We're going to demo it also. Who cares about what order we draw things? Well, it turns out it does matter. But watch what happens. It's going to crack you up. All right, I'm going to go to my floor plan. So I've sent my team, okay, you go measure the building and come back later today. I'm going to proceed with getting this thing done. Okay. Okay, let me just move my elevation marker out of the building. Okay, here we go. Since I know already that I'm going to gut the building, I'm just going to use my perimeter that I know is correct, and I'm going to start putting in my new walls. So what I'm doing is I'm going out of order. I'm putting in my new walls before I put in the existing walls. Sounds okay though, since I'm going to blow them all out anyway. But watch. I want to put in some new walls. So I'm going to go WA on the keyboard, and I'm going to go to generic for now because, let's just go 4-inch generic walls. Okay. Okay, here we go. And so I'm just going to I think in the new construction, look at that, new construction right there. I'm going to put a wall there. I don't care where the existing ones are. We're blowing them all out anyway. And then I'm going to put in a new wall over here. And my new wall is going to come up there like that and like this. And then it's going to come down here. Oops, maybe I should align this. Yeah. So these are some new interior walls. Love it. Let's just extend this one down. I'm just designing this because I love designing in a vacuum. Okay, so I'm going to, there's my existing walls. Yeah. And I'm going to go wall. This big room is going to be, I'm going to add this right here. Loving it. This is such a beautiful design. I can't stand it. In this room, maybe there's a closet. And maybe another one on the other side. Well, maybe I should make the closet align with the other one just because. Okay, this is about done. Wow, I've got some great interior design going on here. We're going to have a closet. We're going to have a new entranceway and a dining room, whatever. Who cares what it is? What I've done, friends, is I've drawn new walls before I drew my existing walls. Do you see? It's out of order. So if I go now, let's say tomorrow comes. Okay, tomorrow comes. And I come here and I go existing plans. Oh, thank you, crew member or team member, for going and finding out where all the interior walls are. Because now that you have them, I'm going to go ahead and put them into the existing plan. And I'm going to use demo to get rid of stuff. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'm going to go WA on the keyboard. And I am going to put in interior walls. Now, turns out when I look at the as-built drawings that were sketched up yesterday, there was a wall here, and there was a wall here, okay? And there was a wall here that came over, and there was a wall downward, and there was a wall over here that came down, there was a wall that came over that way. And like, what is going on? Because I remember there was a wall that came down and over and up like that because my person measured it correctly, and that came down and came over. And so we're starting to see a problem here. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? There was a wall down, and this wall came over, and then it went down also. It's like, what? What are all these breaks going on? This is the existing plan. The things that happen in the future are not supposed to be affecting my drawing at all. I'm just drawing existing. So, because the existing had a wall that came down here, and then it went over, and then it went down. What on earth? This wall extended up to that. These are existing walls. If I click on it, look, and I look on they're existing, not to be demolished, but what is going on? Now, what happens, friends, is this. The new walls were drawn in here before the existing ones. And so when you look at them, they're all broken where the new walls that haven't even happened yet are interfering with my existing plan. And it really messes things up. And it's like, what? Oh no. So let me attempt to tell these all that they're going to be demolished when we get into the future. Maybe that'll help. So let me just highlight all these walls, and I'm going to press and hold Control and pick more walls. Okay, all those walls are existing, and they're going to be demoed when I get to new construction. Fixed, okay? Because they were interfering with something that hadn't even been drawn yet. Because they hadn't been told they were going to be demoed yet. So once I went in and told them that they're going to be demoed, my demo plan shows correctly, my existing work shows correctly, but my client was all in a panic when, Control Z, when the walls were looking like this, because things had not even happened yet in the future, and yet what if these walls were not going to be demoed in the future? What if I want to leave them in this place and not be demoed? Well, then we got a problem here, because they only clean up when I click on them and tell them that they're going to be demoed. Watch, I'll click this wall and I'll tell you, you're going to be demoed when we get to new construction. Oh, it cleans up. But these other walls that I don't plan on demoing have a problem. How do we fix that? And there's not an easy way. It's like, what? What is going on? The interference is happening because I actually drew new walls before these existing walls were drawn. And somehow it's a glitch inside Revit. And the only way I found to fix this, to get these walls that are not going to be demoed, these walls are not demoed. This is existing conditions and they're going to remain. But I don't want to have this problem of these gaposis going on. And here's the fix. If this ever happens to you, go to your new work. Wait for it. I'm going to my new work plan. Grab your existing walls, cut them out of the plan, and then paste them back exactly in the same place. That way, Revit knows that they're drawn after the existing walls were drawn. I know that sounds crazy, but it works. So here's the best way to grab them all. Like, well, these are existing walls and new walls on top of each other. How do I reconcile this? Here's what you do. Go to your phase filter, and I'm going to set my phase filter to none. My view template to none so I can control this. I'm going to set my phase filter temporarily to only show me new stuff. So phase filter, instead of showing my previous and new, only show new. Okay, so those are my new walls. I can grab my new walls that were drawn out of sequence. I can cut them out of the plan. Well, grab them all, cut them out of the plan, they're gone, and then paste them exactly into the same place. Bam, okay? You paste them back into the same place, and then we've got issues here because there's things turned off. Wait. Now I'm going to go back and show previous and new work. Bam. Now the previous and new work are here. And let's go back to our existing plan. Existing looks correct. It is showing no gaposis because I cut and then I placed the new walls after these were drawn. It's a glitch in Revit. And if you want your plan to show correctly, you're going to have to do what I just did. Go to the new work plan, cut out the new walls and put them back in. And now things would actually work properly if I actually told items to be gone in this phase. Like these two walls, let's say, ooh, I forgot. These two walls, I'm going to click on them and say, you're existing, but you're going to be gone in new construction. They clean up beautifully, and when I go to my demo plan, they're dashed correctly. So it's fixed. So that is a real live glitch in Revit. Just wanted you guys to see that. And if your plans ever look splotched out, it's because you drew new walls before existing walls. And the only fix I have found to correct it is to cut the new and place them again so that they go in the sequence of when you actually drew them. Just saying, that's the only way that I have found to fix that problem. And that problem will probably never happen to you. But if it does, then now you know a fix. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Now you know a glitch in Revit and how to fix it. All right. We'll see where that goes in the future. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below and we'll go from there. Also, if you have any Revit tip ideas, like you're trying to figure something out and you need me to show it in a Revit tip, put that in the comments below too. And I'll get it into the queue and make you a Revit tip. All right. I will make a Revit tip for you. I won't make you into a Revit tip. I think that makes sense. All right. You guys have a fantastic day. And until we meet again, happy Reviting. All right. Bye-bye.